Yo, what it do? What it do? It's your boy Demo the Don, aka God Demo. Back in house again, back in this thing again, doing what I do the best, doing what I do the most. Keep it real. And kind of how you feel, I can't do that. I'm not allowed to put your feelings above anything, you know, because your feelings, like I said, is just 1/4 of your opinion, your 2 cent expectations check. And I can't take in 2 cent expectations check, let alone 1/4 of it. Is how does that work? 50 cents? I don't need 50 cents, because come on now. 4/4 of 2 cent, well, I put $2, so it's like not even. That's 2 cent. What is 1/4? What is 0.5 of 2 cent? It's just not even there. You know what I'm saying? It takes two of those just to make 1 penny. So you got to think and feel in order to make 1 penny. You have to believe and guess in order to make the other two, other penny. So it's just like, how about I just stick to what I know and I understand and the basis of things? It's because like people used to think of me as superficial a lot of times, and I'm like, me superficial? Oh, because I don't really mess with BMWs or fuglies? No. um, really? That's what you do. You settle. Ooh, butterface. It's just like, hold on, player. You got to look at that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to get with that person, you got to look at that person. And if they're fugly, it's going to be hard for you to have a serious conversation with them and be serious with them when all you're looking at that ugly mug. Like, ugh. Can I just look from the neck down? And it's crazy because, like, ladies don't like that when you look at them from the neck down. But some of y'all from the neck up is just toe up, and it's hard to see a pretty picture out of that. That's 1,000 words. Fugly, foogly, oogly, ugly, smash face, all just whatever. You know what I'm saying? just whatever you got going on is just right there in their face. So, it's like being superficial isn't what you think it is. So a lot of people think that being superficial is just worried about pure facial beauty, and it's not. It's just seeing what's on the surface. And a lot of that surface view can blind you, because like I said, you all got that bare minimum face value values because you're superficial. Yeah. Okay. So fiction. What is fiction? It is a make-believe way of information. It's make-believe information. Fiction. So to be superficial is to make believe that you have all the information off of your base, your bare minimum face value values. So that's why superficial is not the way to be. So, I'm just trying to help people out, because that ego is really a brain dysfunction, and when you dealing with people with those type of brain dysfunctions, they make clear statements that they don't really know what the heck they're talking about. And, when you ask them certain questions, they get frustrated because they can't answer them. And when they can't answer those questions and they want you just to full-heartedly believe them, they'll get mad at you because you don't full-heartedly believe them. And it's like, you're not giving me nothing to go off of to say that this is okay, that this is factual. This sounds like fiction to me. Superficial fiction. And that's what it is. That's what a whole lot of people got going on with themselves, is that superficial fiction. And they assume a lot and presume a lot. Prejudge us. You put it together, you know what it says. And you find out that a lot of people can't spell. So that's, hey, that's a problem. And then you find out that close to nobody understands definitions, and they don't have any type of definition behind them. And then you find out that they can't count either, because when you place any type of math problems in front of them, they can't count it correctly. Because I'm having fun. Like I said, I'm having fun with the spiritual situation, and I'm talking to your deceased loved ones and you, and I'm seeing what's going on, and I'm hearing what's going on, and like I said, it's this delusional state of mind that your emotions are giving you, because you're letting your emotions run your show. Most of you don't actually identify the emotion behind the things you do. You don't really identify it. You just feel it and move, and think that because you feel it, that you should move the way that feeling is directing you to move. So you're moving blindly a lot because of your superficial fiction, that bare minimum face value. So you have to associate things together the way they're supposed to be. But what you all not wanting to accept information here, there, and everywhere, you're leaving holes where there should be some good memory, some good information. You're leaving holes there because you're not willing to accept that information because of your superficial fiction, your bare minimum face value values. Yeah. And it's brought you to the state where you're at now, where things can't be what they are. They have to be what you see them as. And that's the only way you'll accept that information. Yeah. And that's what's going on with a lot of people. So let me know when you find somebody who's helping you the way that I'm helping you. Because if you actually take time out to listen, then you'll get the full understanding. And if you accept what you're listening to, because that's a whole nother problem with y'all, is that you're not listening, so you don't hear it. So of course you don't understand a whole lot of things because you didn't hear a lot of sounds. You didn't hear the description of the sounds because you don't know how to describe things, because you never looked into the dictionary and found out the true description of things. Because if is it tall, is it small, is it big, is it loud, is it this, is it that? How well can you describe things? You can't, because you're still going off your bare minimum face value values and getting frustrated because they're not working for you or anybody else. Of course it's not. It's bare minimum. See, that's what's going on. If you barely look at anything, barely listen to anything, how much information did you get? Little to none. And you're dealing with a lot of people who deal with a lot of little to no information, trying to give you advice and suggestions and being proud of it. So they're misleading you knowingly and unknowingly, the damage that they're giving you. Pay attention, y'all. It's not just a thing to do. It's what you're supposed to do. Pay attention. That's a bill that you're most definitely supposed to pay on an everyday, all day, never stop paying that bill. Period. So you got these people that tell you, don't think, don't worry. Immediately, you don't mean no good for me. You mean no good for me. If you're telling me not to think and not to worry, you don't mean any good for me. Because you want me not ready for if anything should happen that's along these lines, that's associated with this concern. You want me to get hurt. Superficial fiction, huh? Bare minimum face value values. What are you going off of? Someone else is understanding that they force fed you? That 111 directive has got you good, don't it?